test out everything with this stream. Make sure it's working all right. I can't hear myself for some reason. Let's go to the audio. Hello? Hello? Alright, this is working. Okay, alright. Don't know if anyone's gonna join me or not. But hey, what is the dilly? Cause I'm a Fury here. I am live. Merry Christmas if that's what you celebrate. Happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever part of the world you in, United States to UK to Asia, wherever. What's up? How you doing? And I know I haven't done a lot of videos lately, and it's like for health reasons and other things going on. And like I said, I'm the blue collar gamer. This is what I do. I work 2 jobs, so it's kind of hard. And you know, we got a whole bunch of the people out there doing like what do you say, like they react to trailers now and judge a whole movie based on that and get their expectations up to a level that the trailers that deceive people don't end up meeting those expectations, and that's fucking up the whole movie. We're gonna get into that in a little bit, but oh man, how you doing? I don't know if anyone's watching, but hey, leave something in the live chat. Just drop in, let me know, say what's up, so I can at least know someone's watching. I'm watching it all here on the screen above me. I mean, above my line of sight of the camera. So, it's a long story. So I actually am home, of course. I might get into a little bit of gaming later. I might not, who knows. But it's a funny story, man. Let's see if I can get anything else going. Okay. Just setting up everything, making sure it's going. What's up, everyone? Drop a line in the live chat. Let me know that you're there. You got any questions for me? You got anything to say? I'll talk about it. This is just basically a right off the cuff, a live action stream and stuff. No bunch of specific examples, but there are things I do want to talk about, and I'm gonna get to once, you know, things get up to speed. There's one thing too, cause matter of fact, let's get into this now. Let's get into it right now. Okay, you know, when I first really started getting things off to this channel, getting things off the ground, you actually saw that I had a lot of apprehension about the Nintendo Switch. But like I said, I'm a collector, and I was gonna eventually get one, but I still do not like the whole premise of it. I don't like how they doing it because it's limiting in how it performs. And now we're starting to see that it's really limiting how it performs. Like, what can I say? Like, if you look back at my videos, you will see that I actually said all they need is a console that will run its own first-party games efficiently. Now, what are we seeing with the third-party games? The third-party games are running like shit. Okay? If you bought a Switch and you solely into the first party games, more power to you. This is your console. But I mean, outside of Mario's, I'm about to say Sunshine, Mario Odyssey, what else do I want? What else do I got? I don't care for Legend of Zelda. Mario Kart never's been my thing. You know, what do the Nintendo fanboys say? They always say like, "Hey, well, it's giving me the portable experience that the PlayStation 4 would never does. You know, you can't play PlayStation 4 on the go. You can do that with Switch. You can do that with your friends. You can do that. Yeah, Nintendo forever. You're a fucking hater." That's just exactly how some of them, I imagine some of them sound, with the exception of my friend Mike Ferraro. Mike Ferraro is sensible. He knows. He's into it for the first party. So Mike, this is not for you. This is for all the people that my friend sends me links to look in the comments, and all of you are so fucking delusional, thinking that the Switch was going to be able to run third-party games, like AAA third-party games. Now, you put your eggs into a basket, and what's going on? Shit. Alright? We got frame rates dropping down. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 runs like shit. Breath of the Wild ran like shit. It runs a little bit better now because then you have to worry about, oh well, it runs better docked than it does. It runs better undocked than it does docked. That right there, that's been my problem with it. Mario Odyssey runs great either way to me. That's probably why it's the only game I really care for. You know, and Sonic Mania, the two games that I do have for it. Well, I'm still waiting to get my Switch back. Long story. Somebody at my job stole it and it was a security guard. A security guard stole my shit. They're in the process of reimbursing me so I can get another one. Security. Who can you trust? Yes, a security guard stole my fucking console. I am not joking. A security guard actually stole my Switch console at work. Like, and then they were like, "Oh, we doing the investigation right now." Just give me my money back. I got the receipts. Give me the money for the Switch. Give me the money for the two games. Fucking do what you gotta do with whoever did. I don't want to know who, because I'm gonna fucking punch him in the face if I see him. And give me my money back. I don't want all this song and dance shit. But that's neither here or there. Let's get back to what I was saying about the whole third party thing. It's not working well for the Nintendo Switch, and I'm like, why are there so many people who are like, oh my god, Skyrim, it runs terribly. There's YouTube videos about it. I've demoed, actually, what game was that? Breath of the Wild. And you know why I think it runs fucked up a little bit? Because it originally was a Wii U game. And it runs better on the Wii U. That's fact. It was a Wii U game. But you're going to find, like most Wii U games, they're going to find their way over to the Switch. We know that already. We fucking know that already. Because the Wii U bombed. Now we got Bayonetta 2 coming out. And that's what I really want to talk about right there. Bayonetta 3 is in development. What are we going to get with it? If we having this many issues with frame rates with third party, how is Bayonetta gonna run? Bayonetta is a game that requires speed and fluidity. How is that gonna run? Like, somebody, anybody got any input on that? Like, say something. I'm here. I'm looking at the live feed. I don't know if you can always drop a comment in. Let me know what you think. I'm not a Patreon. I'm like, we don't have super chats. It's wide open. It's just me here. I can read everything. Let me know how you feel about it. Enable live chat. Alright, on making block spam message. Alright, blacklist available. Alright, everything's running. As long as it ain't no somebody out there calling me something that they shouldn't be calling me, I should be able to see it. But, okay. I'm bugging over that because Bayonetta 2 was the main reason I bought a Wii U. And now, if the Switch is running like crap, what are we gonna expect from 3 that's in development? That I don't know. I really don't. But that's all I had to say about the Nintendo Switch. The third-party games is gonna be the troll. I've always said it that the third party is gonna be the bane of its existence. We'll see. All right. So let me kind of move on to something else I want to talk about. The Last Jedi. This shit is funny because everybody, you hear people online complaining, and this is what it's come to today as a fan of movies. This is definitely what it comes to today. You, like, if you don't get what you want from a movie, like fanboy, like the Trekkies, the Star Wars fans, the DC fans, the Marvel fans, if they don't get what they want, the whole movie is trash. It's like blinders are on, okay? And I've watched The Last Jedi, and I actually liked it. This is me going in, hearing all of this shit that the nerds have been saying about it. Like, oh my god, this movie wasn't what I wanted. Oh my god, we're gonna start a petition. We got over 16,000 signatures. We want this movie removed from canon because it's not the Star Wars movie. This is the equivalent. Where is it at? Where are these? This is the equivalent right now. Alright, this is what Star Wars fans want. If they got a 60-something-year-old Jedi flipping around on the screen and stuff, but the rest of the movie was shit, they would be happy with that. It's the equivalent of doing this to a baby. Ooh, Jedis! Dude, Jedis! Look. Get this through your skull, people, when it comes to Star Wars. This is a new generation. And it was practical. It wasn't because we just wanted to they just wanted to ruin your childhood. Think about this shit. Luke saw things. He understood things. He ascended above what the Jedi who were there taught him. He saw the original training. It's a lot of things he's seen. He saw a lot of stuff, and I'm like, okay, it makes sense why the Jedi had to end to me. I mean, at first I was kind of taken back, like, damn, word? Like, really? And then he explained to it. And if something that Qui-Gon even said in episode 1, the Force is in every living thing around us. Then Luke realized many years later that it's not beholden to the control of a Jedi. Okay? It never really was. Think about that. That's why they was like a religious sect. This is why they went and found them really young, that they can actually brainwash them. That's what Jedi is a religious order of people who learn and study techniques to manipulate a nearly godly like force that lives in all of us. But there's non-Jedi who knew how to manipulate the Force. It's always been. Look at the Order of the Wills. The Order of the Wills. Chiru from Rogue One actually manipulated the Force. It helped him. Just why I say I'm the Force. You know, the Force is one with me. He kept saying that. It pretty much helped him see. Not with his eyes, it helped him feel his way through a world and he was blind. A lot of people didn't even peep that he was a Force user. This is why he was able to fight. Because he knew how to use the Force. And he was part of the Order of the Wills. Who wrote the book on how to ascend to a Force ghost? The Wills. Remember, Book of the Wills, Qui-Gon studied that, the Book of the Wills, and then he made contact with Obi-Wan off camera during episode 3, and Yoda. He taught them how to become Force ghosts. He taught them how to ascend to that level. The same level that Luke ended up ascending to at the end of The Last Jedi. Alright, but Luke learned other powers. People, I guess I can understand why people wanted to see these powers. Alright, but there was a lot of stuff. Like, a lot of people didn't even realize that Luke felt the way the Jedi trained people to not embrace failure and evolve from it. This is why it was a lot of, he said it was a lot of hubris. There was a lot of romanticizing. And let's be honest, the Jedi they didn't have that high of a successful rate once you thought about it. This is what people didn't think about what they were saying. If you look back on the history, they didn't even make the revelation of somebody cutting them off from the Force. Just other things. It was just a lot of shit. And this is why The Last Jedi kind of, like, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I get it. I do get it. Like, honestly, I do. And some people were like, oh my God, this movie ruined my childhood. And I got a feeling it's a lot of fans who were following the extended universe. Look, they already announced that extended universe is no more. It's called the Legends now. Basically, it's Legends. You could pretty much call it, instead of expanded universe, you could call that alternate universe now. It's AU now. People were like actually going and thinking a lot of this stuff was gonna happen. All right, you know, everybody complained that The Force Awakens was like, oh my God, beat for beat, it's too much like how can we say, beat for beat, it's too much like what movie is that? The Force Awakens. And you know what? They gave you something different, and people still complained. So what can you do? Nothing. There's nothing. Try to make the best movie you could, and just basically hope for the best. That's what we do here and stuff. But how's everybody's holiday going? Right? That's the thing about these live videos. Like, when you're doing it by yourself, you have nobody to really feed off of and stuff. So it's kind of weird. It is. So what I'm looking through there, I'm actually getting other notifications from different sources, and I'm trying to figure that out now. So it's funny how this whole thing works. There got to be somebody there to say something, because See, I'm trying to master this. I'm not really an expert at doing online here because the health of YouTube videos keeps going in and out. It's never like you got it. Like I'm looking at everything. It's just going here and bouncing in and out and stuff. But what else I wanted to talk to about at the same time? As I know, a lot of people who do follow me, not a lot, those who do follow me for the most part, know that I'm very vocal about Resident Evil. It's but my favorite, one of my favorite game franchises of all time, and everybody has a sore spot in two. If they for part two was the greatest. And I know I mistakenly called it the best selling. It was one of the best selling PlayStation games. Okay? Now think about, in comparison, Resident Evil 6, which is the best selling Resident Evil, has multiple consoles that it came out for. This was back just PlayStation 1. Just regular PlayStation 1, gray box. Bam. And it was one of the best games made. Like it's everything you would want for a sequel. You would want the sequel to be better than the first game. Okay? And I believe that they delivered that with 2. So when they announced that the remake was coming August 2015, back then it's been almost 3 years. They're behind all the Dust Golem online, reputable, very accurate. Everybody knows it's in developmental hell. And they behind schedule. So, guess the fuck what? They are taking things away. Features. Standard features from the original Resident Evil 2 are being stripped away because they're behind. Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously. And if they got time, they would add it back. No, they're not. No, they're not. There is no way in hell that we should be accepting of a game that's less complimentary than the remake that came before it. Which proves that a remake that's of substance and much more than the original can be done. Resident Evil 1 did not have shit stripped away from it. It didn't. You found the key from beating the game, the closet key to change your outfits. You still had that in there. They put Jill's Resident Evil 3 Nemesis costume on as one of that too, which the original never did. But when they did the remake, they did fan service like that. The game got a serious ass graphic rehaul, a serious one. The GameCube version was stunning for its time, and then when they HD, and they rebuilt that one. They took that game, they didn't HD master it. They actually rebuilt the GameCube version from the ground up, so it looks even better than what the original one looked. This one here, do I have it? Do I have the case for it somewhere? You know I got the game. Even this game here received the same treatment. Even Zero received the same treatment from its N64 canceled version that you can go online and look at the gameplay for. Got the same thing. They rebuilt Resident Evil 0, which was an N64 exclusive. They rebuilt that from the ground up. The train, everything. You can go look at the N64 version. You'll see all that stuff that was in that version, in this, and much more. So to sit here and actually hear that the Resident Evil 2 remake has to cut corners and has to remove the scenario A and B modes just because they're behind is fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. It's unacceptable. It is. If they did the original GameCube version and gave us much more beyond the beautiful graphics upholding, they gave us more story. They made it look beautiful at the same time. So more story, better graphics. What more can you really ask for? We already knew the basic story of Resident Evil and they really added to it. Lisa Trevor, other parts of the estate that you got to go to, that you couldn't, that which wasn't even, probably was only a concept in 1996. He actually realized it 5+ years later when he got to do a remaster. Now, I'm talking about Shinji Mikami. Now, we got a bunch of other people who look at Shinji Mikami's masterpiece sequel, and now they probably got Capcom in their ear like, okay, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna strip this out of it. We're gonna do it in downloadable content, and we're gonna charge about $4.99 for each costume, because we're gonna take away the feature when you kill Brad Vickers. You remember that shit? We're gonna take that out too, and we're gonna make everyone pay for it. That's what we're gonna do, because we Capcom, and fuck you to the gamers. We about our money. There's no excuse. It really is. Okay? And we all thought after that shit, that trash that was Resident Evil 7 was concluded, we would get to find something out. Only to hear that it's in developmental hell. And that they only finished Leon's campaign. So the game is maybe 50% done. 50 fucking percent done after nearly 3 years of development. Go fuck yourself. And let's talk about RE7. You know how that's the game I love to hate. And it ain't because I'm just denying it because it's not the game I wanted. I'm not like Star Wars fans. I played the game. I played the demo, bought the game, returned it to the store. It sucks. It fucking sucks. To me, it sucked. Okay, now, I was like, okay, it's cheaper now. Maybe I'll give it another chance. Let's see what Not a Hero is all about to finish out the story. And the Zoe to finish out the story. Let's see what this is all about. Shit. I already did a video about it. About it not being worth the wait. But let's go more into detail. Especially with Ender Zoe. You're playing as Joe Baker. You're playing as Jack Baker's brother. You know? I'm your brother. Hey, what's going on, Michi? What's good, bro? I'm live. I can see your conversations. You got any questions? Anything? Let me know in the comments, man. How you doing? Thanks for dropping the line by. And, yo, I kid you not. Stream RE7 Ender Zoe. Remember the molded creatures in the game? Fucking Ethan could barely shoot at them. Chris, Boulder punching Redfield, had to shoot them to set them up for a finishing punch. Oh, not Joe Baker. Joe Baker just picked them up with his right hand and bow, just put them. He was tenderizing, beating the shit out of molded creatures. The dude, this old man, was fighting molded. The same shit that was terrifying in the main story version to Ethan, bitch ass Ethan. And then even Chris had to shoot them and punch them, shoot them first before he could punch him. Joe was just. If you look at Resident Evil, if you look at RE7 in third person, it is the funniest looking game. I thought Dead Allen in third person looked terrible, but Dead Allen even looks better than this. When it's a game meant to be in first person, even Dead Allen looks better than this when it's in third person. Jesus Christ, what? So he's just punching. I don't. It's the dumbest shit. Like from Resident Evil 7, it's the dumbest shit. And this is what I really want to drive the knife in. I want to really drive the dagger and twist that shit into all the people who hated on RE5 and RE6, saying it was so terrible. It was such a mess. It was shit. Blah, 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 this, that, and the fourth. How you enjoying your downloadable content that does the exact same fucking thing that you complained about in Resident Evil 5 or 6? How are you enjoying that? How? Are you enjoying that? Are you gonna get off with 5 and 6 back? Or are you gonna continue to be a hypocrite? Because you're doing the exact same shit that you complain about. You melee attacking. You're punching molded creatures. You fighting hand to hand. It's action based. And it does really much of shit to finish the story. All you get is a phone call from Ethan to Zoe. And she felt happy because Ethan didn't forget about her. And he said on the phone he didn't forget about her. He sent the help to her. That's why they was looking for her. They would have just left her there to die if it wasn't for Ethan. We get it. But we don't know what the fuck happened to Ethan. The guy who was clearly affected. The guy who got his fucking hand cut off by his deranged wife. Who got cured. And it was reattached. You don't reattach hands in the backwoods. In the backwoods of Louisiana, you just don't reattach hands and it work. This is just, he was affected. Hopefully they cured him of that. We don't know because it was oblivious. It was never mentioned in the game. We just saw that he was. But it to just be so, him to be so oblivious to it. I don't know, man. Like, this is, you see, there's a culmination of reasons of why I shit on 7 so much. Because from a story standpoint, it is fucking stupid. Alright? And I know in the past Resident Evil games, there's a lot of absurdities. I know in Hideo Kojima's run with Metal Gear Solid, it's out there. But he has socio-politic overtones and his crazy shit. So Hideo Kojima got focused there. Alright? You know, he ain't, it's just his imagination combined with what's the real world. Alright? Look at Resident Evil 1. The first 3 Resident Evil game stories pretty much flows from 1 to 3. Code Veronica is, like, takes place months later after 3. Because 2 and 3 are around the same time span. Alright? I don't know, but to hear that they having issues with it, it's like, why are you having issues with the development of the RE2 remake? That's what everybody cared about. Everybody, they shot themselves in the foot too. Because I bet if Resident Evil 2 remake was never announced, RE7 probably would have had better reception than it did. But the fact that Capcom fucked themselves, let's think about it. Let's be honest, people. Capcom fucked themselves. They really did. They fucked themselves for the simple fact that if they would have waited till after Resident Evil 7 was released to announce that we're doing a remake to Part 2, they would have probably had better reception. But I bet you amount of money, most of the hardcore Resident Evil fans love Resident Evil 2. I don't even gotta bet you. It's like a given that hardcore Resident Evil fans who've been there since the beginning, since 1996. I'm sorry if I keep facing camera. I'm facing the microphone so it can get to me because my mic is right here. Resident Evil, hardcore Resident Evil fans who've been there since 1996. The moment they heard Resident Evil 2 remake is coming before Resident Evil 7 was dropped, their focus was on Resident Evil 2 remake. They can give a fuck about this first person shit. This ain't Resident Evil. They announced part 2's coming out. I'm not playing this shit. This shit is garbage. This is why the game undersold. It just hit 4 million. Months, like almost a year, like it took them 10 months, which is 4 million is a decent amount of copies, but it's a failure on the technicality of the window. The fiscal year ended in March, and you have a 2-month span from that. You had 2-month span to sell the majority of it. They sold a decent amount. They sold maybe 2.5 million within that 2 months, but it fell short of the mark. Maybe from March till now, it sold maybe 1 million and some change more. It just reached the 4 million mark. Resident Evil 6, a game that was supposed to have been hated so fucking much by everybody and their mother, it couldn't catch those sales. The people in Japan weren't having it. The game sold 7 on his door, sold maybe less, maybe 3 to 4 times, almost 3 times plus less than RE6. Japan spoke. The hardcore Resident Evil fans spoke. Okay? And then we got people that, oh, it's a return of form. It's a step in the right direction. We got your passive aggressive shit. Oh, it's a step in the right direction, though. It is unoriginal as fuck. If you haven't watched any of my videos and you just by chance stumble on, this is the first stream, this is the first time you ever see me, go look through my catalog and I tell you just how the fuck I feel about a lot of stuff. And there's some new stuff being added to it. But just I'm telling you, if they would have been smart and waited to, like, if they would have announced the RE2 remake March this year, that would have been something. All right, that would have been 7 would have probably did much better because that's the only Resident Evil they was looking forward to. They were only looking forward to Resident Evil 7. Things would have been different. But the fact that you let them know that a 2 remake is in development, that you stopped the makers of Daymare in 1998, they made a RE2 remake. You filed a cease and desist, shut that shit down because you ain't want to be upstaged by a indie company. You didn't want to be, Capcom didn't want to be upstaged by an indie company, so they definitely not just be, you know how many fan-made shit was out there? But this was one that had the potential to be really good. And it had very good feedback. They shut that shit down because there's fan mods of RE4. They modified RE4 to be Chris Redfield and you're playing through RE1 scenario. And they turned all the Crimson, they took all the blonde claw dudes and turned them into Crimson Heads, modified that game. That game was not cease and desisted by Capcom. RE2 was, because they felt threatened. They felt threatened that this company made something, they was making something that was going to make Capcom look like shit. Because people, ever since the RE1 remake dropped for GameCube, people for over 15 fucking years have been asking for a remake to RE2. When they, 15 years? When did the GameCube version drop? What year was this? I'm sorry. Let me look at Capcom. 2002. So the RE, yeah. For 15 years. 15 fucking years people been at, ever since they saw how the RE1 for GameCube looked. People have been asking for. They've been asking for a remake to RE2. And you did nothing with that. You just were like, okay, we're just gonna fucking port the original version over the GameCube. You could have did it then. You could have got it out of the way and did it then. Here we go. It's gonna be 2018. It's gonna be 20 fucking years since the game was released. And we waiting for a half-assed remake. So understand my concern about that. I don't know. Let me know how you feel in the comment. I ran it too long, but I read it, the whole Resident Evil 2 and 7 thing just gets me really hyped. If you don't understand that by now. Okay? It really gets me hyped because people are just really like... And if you could see the comments that some people have left me in my videos, like I said, I'm not here to bully anyone. This is not what my page is about. I don't do that. So I'm gonna keep them anonymous. I'm not gonna call out any names to specific people. I'm gonna keep them anonymous because, you know, I don't want it to be like, all right, he's trying to actually embarrass his friend. I'm not like that. I don't do that. Look, somebody said RE7 pretty much equals the Evil Dead game, which would have been sweet on its own, although RE7 didn't have sincere feelings of a Resident Evil game from the days of 1, 2, 3 Remake and Code Veronica. Okay, the next comment on a totally different video, I'm just going down the list through my my analytics or whatever. I've only seen good talk of it, but haven't played it myself. You know, he's talking about RE2. You know, let's see what else we're talking about when it comes to that. I'm looking for the RE2 ones. Okay, you know, this is for RE7 for my most recent video, RE7 DLC not worth the wait. He's actually said, for starts, both of them. This is the good one. This is one I've been looking for. You know, I saw 2 DLCs and wasn't really impressed. For starts, both of them, like the main game, weren't really scary at all. At least to me anyways. But aside from that, they also seem like more action fun that the people, or should I say the ones who call themselves the true fans or whatever nonsense, were bitching about. Yet oddly, they seem to love it. Hypocrisy is a word with meaning that seems lost on many these days. LOL. Didn't like how in Not a Hero we suddenly have a research laboratory and whatever, and I believe held by the now known new evil organization, the Connections. Silly name, by the way. Not only connected to the salt mines, but in the vicinity of the Baker estate, which feels very stupid and lazy, if I'm to be honest. I mean, I brought this issue up elsewhere, and people have argued it's no different when the Spencer Mansions had their labs, or the Los Illuminados with the Allen and Biohazard 4, etc. However, the problem is that there was a reason for these installations for being there. The organizations or groups purposely built those facilities to house their weapons so that they may study, create, and perfect them. And 7, however, is all a matter of convenience. Bingo. How did the tanker go from out in the Gulf of Mexico, broken in half, and all of a sudden make it into the swamps of the Baker Estates? How is it that the tanker goes unnoticed for 3 years? How does a glass vial of Evelyn's DNA not only stay in Mia's pocket for 3 years, but also is able to withstand all the abuse without breaking? Boom, never thought about that. That is stupid. Why is everything imaginable on or connected to the Baker estate? Why is there a power gauntlet as a weapon to smash buildings, yet not one of the Umbrella red shirts are using them at all. Why? I'm going to stop it here. I'm going to continue in a moment. That is a good point. I've thought about this. With Joe Baker, you just find a fucking power glove that charges. Charge complete. Power blow. You just find that just out of nowhere. For the guy who goes around already superhumanly punching molded, finds something that makes his punches even more powerful. Give me a fucking break. Really? Like, it makes no sense. Like, it's so fucking stupid. Continuing on. And the only answer you get is because it's convenient. Which is the only real horror to be found in this horror game. Because that is horrifically lazy, right, in my honest opinion. Moving on. That's what the writer said. I don't like how we get no answers or even anything. Why is there a new umbrella? Why is Chris with them? Etc. Things go unanswered. And we also get some new questions. Some I bring up regarding the other DLC. But honestly, you throw these two DLCs out and a whole new gold edition of the game, and really, it's not even worth it. Like, what are you paying for? Before I move into the Zoe material, I just want to say I find it sort of unbelievable, if not odd, that Lucas, whom 3 years prior to becoming infected, he was pretty much a nobody, but now is good enough to be a lead researcher for the connections on the R&D of the molded, despite the other researchers who are actual scientists. Yeah, that's stupid. I guess this might be another matter of convenience, as they wanted somebody to play the role of bioterrorist or whatever, but really, again, it's just silly writing. Anyways, end of Zoe. So Joe beat him up. Baker, first off, on the note that if they actually did a live action version of this character, Stephen Lang would be a perfect for this role, because I mentioned Stephen Lang in the video. I would agree with that. LOL. Although when I saw Joe Baker, I felt like I was seeing a southern version of the 2008 Rambo. But that's just me. Yeah, Rambo, Sylvester Stallone was roided up in that movie. Just a tough, grizzled man. But I'm lost on the introduction of Joe Baker. See, this guy been living on Baker State. Yeah, well, he's been aware of the molded for a while. He never once tried to contact his family? That is a good question. And this guy, during his DLC run, makes it adamantly clear that family is important to him, if not the most important thing to him. Yet there's ugly monsters mucking about the land, and he never once tries to contact or visit his family? Seriously. Not to mention that this guy in this area, and yet Jack and company never bothered to go dragging him into the new family, as well that Zoe herself never once bothers to contact or find Joe to either warn him or have him get help. That does make sense. Like, if you knew Joe Baker been around and stuff, and that's his, like, where was he? That's a good point. Let me finish. The addition of Joe Baker is literally a major what the fuck. Just like now added in alligators to locations that in the main game they were never there before. Like I said in the video, but now they are. Cause. And then there's also the Man Thing, Swamp Thing version of Jack Baker. Yeah, Jack's back again. And at this point, you're not only wondering how in the world is there still molded with Evelyn dead, but how is Jack even still alive? Oh right, I forgot. Convenience. LOL. But really, it's just mind-boggling how this is happening, as well as what happened with Zoe. Why didn't Evelyn just kill her? Was she unique with the molding that she was mutating instead of dying as intended by Evelyn? Though the most likely answer is yet again convenience, and that she's still alive, so our DLC hero has an objective to fight for, and blah 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 blah. And what is Jack's intention with Zoe? How is it that Joe has been pounding on the molded yet remain unaffected? Just more and more questions, ones that'll probably go unanswered. Either way though, this DLC was about what happened to Zoe. And y'all know, instead of adding more what the fuck to a bad game, They could have just simply answered the question by just a simple phone call or something from Ethan to Zoe or Zoe to Ethan. No need for all this Joe Baker going around beating up things like he's old man Logan. Yo, I'm like, this guy is good. This is my second time reading this. But whatever, he said. Though I would say, while Joe Baker is rather poorly at it, I do find him intriguing and think that he would have made a much better protagonist than Ethan Winters. Granted, maybe scale back the beat 'em up stuff a bit. Yeah, but since I recall a lot of the promos making things about family and this guy being part of the now infected and driven Mad family, as well as trying to save what little is left of his family there is, as family is all he have left in this world and what's most important to him, it would have made more of an intriguing story, in my opinion at least. Of course, take out the stuff like the crappy elements that make no sense to make things more nicer, and this game really could have been something. In the end, however, the DLC sucked overall, and really, once more, showing that Biohazard 7 just ain't worth the hype, praise, and sure as hell ain't worth the money. Here's to hoping that Capcom gets their heads out of their asses and actually delivers a Biohazard worthy of the money, as well as a good return to Biohazard, even though that seems unlikely. Time will tell. Wow. This guy here, I do not... Who wrote this? And this is excellent. That's why I loved it. Dark Stranger. Oh, man. Thank you, Dark Stranger. That was good right there. You see? I'm not the only one who thinks this way about this stuff. I'm not here. Then I could look at Rakugaki, and he could say, hate to be a party pooper. I'm an old school Ari fan, but I actually liked it. Punching your enemies to a molded puddle was different and looks fun. Getting the power glove at the end and boxing wrestling Jack was funny. But I agree, not much of the story. Not sure how the serum didn't kill Jack completely. Hell, I think it upgraded him to Swamp Thing. Or maybe I'm just different. I only see the positive things. No. It's an action game. But I'm saying, don't complain about the previous installments being action and then saying this is, oh my God, it's great. Don't do that. That's what I'm saying. Oh, man. And then Azoth775, who's, I think he's subscribed to me here. He always comments. I couldn't get disappointed because I had zero expectations. I knew it was gonna suck ass, just like RE7 did. I was severely disappointed how shitty RE7 turned out for the past year. And no, I don't consider RE7 canon to the previous RE games preceding it, from a chronological narrative perspective. Alright. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm congested. Allergies. Blind Man SG1 says the Chris bullshit makes absolutely no sense. How did he age backwards, and what the fuck is he doing working for Umbrella? They actually, to be honest with you, they answered that in the game. The Biological Security Assessment Alliance actually sent Chris to work there. It wasn't that Chris decided. Chris, it's a command. He's following a command, which still doesn't make no sense because I thought Chris was a founding member of the BSAA. I'm about to say BCA because I got the amino acids on my mind. You know, I take my supplements and shit. I mistakenly said BCAA in the video. I gotta remember which one. So I thought Chris was a founding member. Him, Jill, and whoever the fuck was a founding member of the BSAA. How is he taking orders? Like, what? I don't get it. I really don't. And my boy Michi, who comment on it, he had the one live stream, said, "I'm glad I didn't buy that shitty ass game." He kept it 0. He kept it $100. But Princess Zelda 2020, this is what she said about it. Oh, sorry. Oh my god, Kazama. I seen the gameplay for Ender Zoe and it's complete trash. I was very speechless when I seen the gameplay. I was saying to myself, what the fuck is this shit? This is not Resident Evil. This is a disgrace. I decided to share the gameplay with a YouTuber that I follow named Nemesis. I follow him too. I've been looking at Nemesis for some time now. If you haven't heard of him, you should check out his channel. He does a lot of rant videos on Capcom and Resident Evil. He's passionate as hell too. I like Nemesis for that. And he is spot on. And he made a lot of interesting points about this franchise. Long story short, he did a review on Ender Zoe, and his video was flagged and removed in YouTube. Sorry. Capcom removed Nemesis' video. Jesus, man. Allergies are really starting to fuck with me now. Oh man, so that's just some of it. I'm not doing this cause I'm not just a loud person in the room. I'm not a person on my tippy toes. Hell, like, look at me, I want attention. I'm going against the grain. I'm going against the grain. I hate a game that everybody likes. There is a substantial amount of people who think this game is trash. And it wasn't because I saw that they think it's trash. I tested it, I played it for myself. The game is trash to me. But I digress. Moving on. Let's see what I'm talking. Let's see what else we want to talk about. Let's see what devil tricks I can bring up. There's other things I want to talk to about, but I want to get to. I have to look it up online so I can actually have something to actually read about it. Because I don't want to stress my computer out too much. I already got the OBS running. And I have a stream running, which I'm seeing above to make sure that everything's alright. So let's see what shenanigans are going on right now. A dog right here. Okay. Of course, everybody's riding the coattails about the MCU. You know, we all know that Fox was bought out by Disney. They finalizing the paperwork. It's going to take up to 18 months to actually integrate everything into the MCU. Let me know. Do you want to reboot? Or you want to add the, or you one of the people out there that love the original X-Men cast right now, that you would love to see them interact with the current Marvel cast? I'm all about reboot, to be honest with you. I do not want to see any of this X-Men shit that's going on in Fox. I don't want no memories of it. I want it to end. Not like, I want it to end positively, like this universe. Or maybe, are they going to go with the multiverse? I don't know. You know, because Marvel has their version of the multiverse. DC has their version of the multiverse. It's just like that. So, right now, I'm sipping on this black raspberry wine that my friend George sent me from the land of the morning calm, Korea. I think that's the expression. But, it's pretty strong. I need the wine. It's Christmas. I'm off from my second job tonight. Might as well unwind. I'm off from my morning job tomorrow. So I have a good gap in between. I had to just work full time and stuff. Hey, George. You're welcome. You're watching. Thanks, man. See? Psycho Gemini. George. He sent me this. And I love it. And I hate wine. I fucking hate wine. But I like this one. Not just because you sent it to me, man. It's because it actually is good. Raspberry wine. Who thought? Everything come from... Maybe I hate grape wine. That's probably it. But raspberry is a different story. I fucking love raspberry. Because you can still taste the wine. You can taste the alcohol. But it's something more pleasant about the taste of raspberry when it comes to being in wine. Alright, so moving on. Hopefully that knocks some cobwebs loose from these allergies and stuff. moving on. Marvel, everybody been talking about it like crazy. Like crazy. Marvel is getting back X-Men, they're getting back Fantastic Four, they're getting back all the associated characters. There's a lot of... So that means this might change the outlook of Captain Marvel. Okay? Wonder if we get Captain Marvel right now. Because you know she went through a phase where she lost her powers to Rogue. Rogue held on to her too long and put her in a coma. That's why the Rogue we know, the 92 Rogue, with the brown leather jacket and the yellow and green jumpsuit, sexy Rogue, Sugar. This is how she got her powers. You know? Can we finally get that? Now that we have Captain Marvel under the same, like Miss Marvel, are we gonna see that? Is she gonna be Miss Marvel first, or is she gonna be directly Captain Marvel? In that, we can finally somewhere down the line get that. We can finally somewhere down the line possibly get a the Captain Marvel when she or whatever when she loses her powers. You never know, but if they going straight to Captain Marvel, I doubt it. But I can only dream. I can only dream, but that means we gotta get another Wolverine. I know everybody and their mother is always Tom Hardy when it comes to something. Tom Hardy this, Tom Hardy is like, what's the black version of Tom Hardy? Oh, for Jon Stewart. Oh, for Luke Cage. Oh, for Black Panther. Every motherfucker is saying, oh, Idris Elba. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, do black people and white people respectively only know Idris Elba and Tom Hardy when it comes to comic related characters? Jesus Christ. I mean, I knew Chadwick Boseman for years was going to get the role. Because years ago, he was on the Breakfast Club, and Charlemagne, who was a comic book fan, who got a Wolverine tattoo on him, Charlemagne the God said, so I heard you auditioned for Black Panther and stuff. He's like, I can't talk about that. I can't talk about it. That made me think like, yo, he probably got the role. This dude is fucking Jackie Robinson. He's James Brown. And now he's Thurgood Marshall. Thurgood Marshall was a light-skinned motherfucker, and Chadwick Boseman is so good they got him to play him, even though he's shades darker. They got him to play Thurgood Marshall. Chadwick Boseman, and when I was like, yo, he gonna get the role. And when they announced it, I told my friend Charles, who was saying Chiwetel Ejiofor. It's funny, the people that they did announce, everybody and their mother, when it comes to playing the black superhero, Idris Elba, and then I just mentioned Chiwetel Ejiofor, both got roles in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We got Heimdall, played by Idris Elba, and we got Mordo, played by Chiwetel Ejiofor. So Marvel, it seems like they listen. If they don't see you as the character, but they see that people like you, they will get you in this movie. Like, of all people, like, I couldn't believe when Doctor Strange came out that they actually changed it. People, oh my god, they whitewashed the Ancient One, but I found out that's because the market, the demographic to these movies are being released all over the world, and a lot of people, like, Asia's a big movie market, and to actually put out a stereotypical character like the Mandarin or the Ancient One is disrespect to the culture, to the people. I get it. I actually read that and I understand it. It makes sense to me. You know, and then to have them talk with the accent. So they just pretty much made the Ancient One Celtic, and Tilda Swinton. It worked because Tilda Swinton is a great actress. You know, she's got that androgynous look. She has a very androgynous look, but she is very prim. She is very posh and proper. So it works, you know. Then we got people, we got different facets of fans, like especially with Marvel. People, everybody just like with comic book films, they like schlock, you know. They on a lot of people can't accept the fact that the Marvel universe characters for the movie version have been kind of nerfed to fit more in the real world and not be grandiose because they want you to focus more on the character than focus on, oh my god, world ending things like that. Look at Tony Stark. Nobody gave a fuck about Iron Man. Iron Man was like a D-list character, but it was the characterization, Robert Downey Jr., that made it work. He, like, Tony Stark wasn't like snarky like that in the comic book, really. He wasn't. He was like a man about, he was a playboy. But he wasn't snarky like Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. made it work. And the fans cling to that. But the biggest thing in 2017 when it comes to Marvel Studios was Thor Ragnarok. The movie that people, oh my god, how did this movie get a good review? It's 92. It got a 90-something fresh score and stuff. The movie was trash. It was a comedy. Thor's a joke. Oh my god. Ha ha ha. I'm like, look. The first Thor played it Shakespearean. Wasn't that well received. The second Thor was a bit more funnier, but people didn't like how they did Malekith, and they didn't like the story of it. You know, it's the classic thing that the movie's mostly about the superheroes. Most of them seem to be about the superheroes now. Hell, even your precious DC Comics is doing it. Look at Steppenwolf. The fuck was that? He ain't have no rich history. Justice League didn't do anything differently, that do anything better than the Avengers did or Marvel did when it comes to villains. It was a bunch of CGI parademons who somehow got turned into, from being warriors, humans or whatever aliens, got turned to parademons, and they magically get goggles and shit. It's, the whole thing is dumb. Alright? And I went and saw Justice League, and I knew, and I gave the movie a B. You know why? Because it wasn't that great. But there was entertainment to it. But for me to sit here and say, oh my god, it's excellent, go see the movie. No, I gave that B based on how I enjoyed it. But to sit here and actually put that in the upper echelon of the comic book movies would be totally fucking insane. It would be the most retarded thing I would ever do in these videos. For what it was like, it was a B because I actually was like, okay, this is it right here. This is the best it's going. This movie is trash. It went through so many problems. It went through so many problems. It went through so many reshoots. I didn't expect much, and I was actually surprised that it wasn't a completely shitty movie. It was better than Dawn of Justice. That's why I gave it a B. Dawn of Justice was a C movie to me, a C minus. Because that movie is not completely terrible either. It sucks. C is a pretty bad grade. C is a pretty... C minus is like just beyond being the word, just above being a D, which would be one of the... which is really bad in my rating. You know? That movie was a C minus. You know, what made it... that was probably... The Batman warehouse scene. That was the one thing to watch it. And I laughed my fucking ass off when Batman picked up the sink and broke it over Superman's fucking head. Oh shit, I laughed my ass off. Like, the disrespect. But then that shit all fell apart with the Martha scene. I was like, oh my god. Martha. Save Martha. And of course there's fanboys online that's saying this shit here. You don't understand. Clark knew about Bruce's tragic history, and he knew that his mother name was he had a mother named Martha just like his. So he tugged on Bruce emotionally, his emotional heartstrings and stuff to bring Bruce back into the light. No, he did not do that. He came over there to fight. He was fucking Batman up. You know? He could have, when Batman was setting off traps, he could have said, look, Clark. Look, Bruce, none of this is going to work on me. I don't mean you any harm. Stop. I really need to talk to you. I need your help. Lex Luthor has my mother. And I don't. And he wants us to fight. No, he came there with intentions to fight. You know, them bullets and shit ain't nothing to them. Those sonic devices you destroyed like they were nothing. So why did you go physically assault Batman? A man that you could have easily killed, you said. If you wanted it, he would be dead already. Oh my God, that's so threatening. What you expect, Batman? Batman, of course, going to continue with his plan. Like, who wrote this movie? Chris Terrio wrote this movie. And God help us all, because Chris Terrio is co-writing Episode 9 with J.J. Abrams. Fuck me in the fucking ass. But let's see how they write a movie with under the Disney moniker versus how WB has buyer's remorse on them. Let's see how that works. You know? But the comic book movie thing, like, I don't see it slowing down anytime soon. People, oh my God, I'm getting so tired of comic book movies. Only people who aren't fans of comic book movies are getting tired of comic book movies. Alright? That's how I see it. They the only people who are getting tired of them. Alright? I'm looking at all this stuff now and just looking up this stuff here. But I think they the only people that's getting tired of it. Alright? And I don't believe I actually been here for over an hour talking and stuff. I know it's only been like 3 to 4 people watching. And like I said, I don't do this often, so I don't expect to have a big audience on these things. And I have a humble following. I have 321 subscribers and stuff. And most of the people who watch my videos are people who aren't subscribed. So I can care about subscription, and I can give a damn about the subscriptions. Really, it's about the message. It's about the connect I have with people and whatnot. And I really like doing this when I got the spare time to do this. So I might get into a game stream. I really might get into a game stream and give you a little bit of gaming, but I don't know. I haven't done this in quite some weeks. I forgot how the setup, how the rig goes. And what can I stream online? I can stream anything but Nintendo first party games, because we all know how Nintendo gets down. They like to flag and they like to monetize and they like to control everything. Alright? Yes, I'm back to talking about Nintendo, because Nintendo has draconian methods when it comes to streamers and their content. They always want to manipulate it and have a bunch of yes men sign off on this shit. Like, oh, if I talk negative, if I gave an honest review of something from Nintendo first party and it was negative, they would not be happy. This is why they are very selective with their club of people they let in. They let in a bunch of yes men. We got a bunch of yes men online on YouTube right now talking about the Switch as if it's the best console, and they always comparing the sales to the current ones. Oh wow, it's sell better than the PS2. It's on track to do this. It's on track to do that. That shit is pathetic. Alright? Because look what the original Wii did. The Wii sold millions and millions and millions of systems, but it still died a horrible death because it became a fucking paperweight. It did. It became a damn paperweight. Nobody gave a shit about that system. After a while, after all the gimmicky bullshit was out, it was done. And this is the thing that I'm hoping that they move away from, is the gimmicks. You know, hopefully the next console to succeed the Switch is a home console. I don't want this. Fuck this hybrid shit. I mean, like I said, I own the system and stuff, and I do like Super Mario. I do like Super Mario Odyssey. I do. That's the one reason I bought the console and stuff, and the promise of them actually maybe having a third-party exclusive that I would like. And that happens to be the coming Bayonetta 3. But then I'm still concerned about Bayonetta 3, because Bayonetta 3 is going to be developed on a system who has frame rate issues, who can't run fluid and smooth. Alright? Look at how smooth Bayonetta, I think Bayonetta ran at 30 frames per second smoothly on the Wii U. Smoothly. Now we got a console that dips to under 20 at times because of the graphical limitations. But then again, the Nintendo hardcores are saying it's not about graphics. Graphics don't matter and stuff. It's about the games, and it's about the experience. They're the same Reggie Fils-Aimé bullshit. When Reggie Fils-Aimé, before he gets on stage and starts talking that bullshit, he's in the back sucking off the Japanese developers. So he like the, you know, they Japanese and shit. So he like, oh, okay, it's my cue now. Okay, zip the pants back up. Okay, I got you. I'll finish when I come back. And he get out there and he start talking that shit, make it sound like, well, we understand what this company is going through. We see what the competitors are doing, and we understand that, but we moving in a totally different direction. All right, they always playing it in the same stagnant fucking direction, because they know they can't compete in the big boy pool. You damn right I said it. The big boy pool. That's what I called it. Like, there's always like when the three consoles bring out they current gens and they run in simultaneously with each other, there's the young adults and there's the young adults and it's the young adults and the teens chilling over here, and then is the kiddie pool. Nintendo's the kiddie pool. They always gonna be the kiddie pool. Yeah, the kiddie pool is open for the adults to come in there and enjoy it with the kids. All right. That's why I'm not saying that the kiddie pool doesn't include adults. It's stuff that we sit there, we dip our toes into the nostalgia of the kiddie pool, but we got people who operate only from the kiddie pool and think that they got a snowball's chance in hell of actually competing. Yes, the Switch is selling, but it's a companion piece. It's something that I got on my shelf right now, waiting for another game to come out. What am I playing mostly? My Xbox One. And it's not because I think Xbox is better than PS4. They both got shit about them. Alright? PS4 got the hot AAA exclusives, but the Xbox One got the back catalog that it's compatible with. It has a better interface than the PS4. There's shit about all three of these that I like, and there's shit I don't like about them. I don't like the fact that fucking Microsoft doesn't have its first party priorities intact. It doesn't have nothing good first party wise and stuff. I don't like the fact that Sony, their PlayStation Plus system, it sucks. It fucking sucks. They don't give you any good shit really at all. Microsoft is more forgiving like that. You see the difference? Microsoft gives you, they understand that they're not dominating the market, but they are loyal to the people who have stuck with them. Look at their deals with gold. They deal, and then the Game Pass thing. It's $9.99 a month. I don't even believe I'm still paying for that. But I got access to a lot of games that I could play. I downloaded Devil May Cry, the Ninja Theory one, the one that people seem to hate, which is understandably so, but it's not a shitty game. I never got to play it. Now I got the chance to play it and stuff. And once I play it or beat it or whatever, I can always just end the service and boom, the game goes with it. Because it's digital and I'm only renting the game. Whereas Sony has the streaming service, which is a pain in the ass to run because you gotta understand it's streaming and it can cause all types of hiccup issues. I would rather wait and download a game that I can erase at a later fucking time than have to stream it on its PlayStation version and risk it being shitty. For the simple fact that I might be wanting to live stream it online to people on the computer and then worry about and then it's killing my bandwidth because I'm streaming on my PlayStation 4 and I'm streaming this live to you. So think about that. And then we got the Switch here, who's like living in the Stone Ages and stuff. I don't know, man. I just think that this is what I honestly think, and I've said it in videos before. I think the Nintendo Switch should have been the successor to the DS. Like, for example, my PS Vita here. PS Vita, boom. I could play remotely my PS4 shit through this. I could be at work under my Wi-Fi and make connections to my PS4 that's on standby as we speak. And there's compatible games. And I could play Metal Gear Solid 4 that's running right now in my system. I could play it from here. What's fucking with that? That is awesome. If this thing had power, I could show you, but it's dead right now because I let it run out of power. I gotta charge it. That is awesome that this shit, you can actually, I could play Metal Gear Solid 4, see it on the screen, and see it on this screen at the same time. This is the exact same way. I would have had the Nintendo Switch be compatible like that with the system, the home console that we should have got. But people think I'm insane for saying some shit like that. I would have made the Switch the successor to the DS and brought out a more powerful home console. And it ain't just about power, it's about compatibility too. Like, I swear, like, you look at how the Switch run in its frame rate and it's trying to run stuff at a high level. I bet they could have, like, mellowed it down a little bit and it's still been able to do that. But no, I can't even get, I swear, the Switch doesn't have, it has only Wi-Fi. It has only Wi-Fi. It doesn't have the option that this had that had the AT&T. You get the one that had the AT&T connection, have a wireless connection and stuff, and play when you're outside of a Wi-Fi range and stuff. So Vita did things right, but it didn't have any support. I still got this one here. PS Vita was compatible with the PS3 and the PS4. I got my PS3 right here, and I got my PS4 on my wall unit. So it's a lot of good, cool things. Like, I got games. I'm surrounded by my library right now. Like, for example, I could pull things out here to show you that I do have. I just don't sit there. I just don't. People think I hate Nintendo. I don't hate Nintendo. Look at this. The Wii still here. Boom. Very good edition. I can knock the dust off of it. I did get it. I did get the Wii, but when they started getting radically different and they started focusing more on gameplay experiences rather than the substance of the game itself, is when they started going to shit. And I have my Wii U over there. You see I got games for it right here. The Wii and the Wii U and stuff. I have my PS3 games here. I have above this, behind this mirror, I got a shitload of Xbox 360. The Xbox 360 was the shit. It was definitely a shit, you know? So I definitely got those there and stuff. So, and then I got my PS2 games here, but I don't have my PS2 no more. I got my PS3, which I got the original model. I have the original model, which is backwards compatible. I could play on the PlayStation 1 and 2 games. I got PlayStation 1 games up here, out of camera range. I got Shenmue 2 for the European Dreamcast because it was never released on American Dreamcast. And there's an adapter where you can play European games on your American Dreamcast. I have still. It's in subtitles, of course. It's funny. I don't get it. I guess Microsoft paid for Shenmue 2 because it ended up using the same voice actors from Shenmue 1, but I guess Microsoft paid for that for that adaptation to their original Xbox because they paid to finish thing, got the voice actors to finish it, or maybe Sega did finish it, but the Dreamcast was dying and they didn't see it lucrative being released in America with the American voice actors. Who knows? You know? But then I also have this too. Let me see. Let me show you guys. What is this we have here? We have the Japanese Sega Saturn. And I still got Shining Force 3 Scenario 2 packed inside that and stuff. I even have a. Let me put this Wii back also. I get a chance. I'll knock the stand down. Oops. It came with that slope. Now, Nintendo actually, it came with that slope, didn't it? Yeah, I believe so. These days they would charge you extra for that. Nintendo got there. They rape you with accessories so badly now. Something like that won't come with it no more. I'm surprised the dock station came with the fucking Switch. But I have shit. I got the original NES. I got the top loader over here. Behind me over here, I got a Super Nintendo. I got a Panasonic 3DO, which is a piece of shit. I have Europe. I have a Japanese Dreamcast. But look at this crown jewel right here. Yo. Oh shit! I'm just dropping everything like bird shit. Let me get this. Check this shit out here. This gonna blow your mind. Yes. And if you see the condition it's in, it's not bad at all. Got the styrofoam still in it and everything. So there's a couple things I got here. Look at the condition it's in. It's not that bad. It might have a little bit of stain here, but it's not that bad. Yeah, all it needs is some batteries. There's no corrosion. It still has a fresh electrical smell to it. I might need to just wipe it down a little bit. Yeah, I just need to wipe it down with some Windex for electronics. It still has cords and stuff in there. It has the compact video game system. I kid you not. Like, people think I don't like Nintendo. I don't like what they are now. I really don't like what they are now. But I definitely, this was my childhood, y'all. Like, cause I'm a Fury. I'm not kidding here. I was adamant. I was avid, man. I used to love it. Like this, I had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fall of the Foot Clan. I had Tetris. I even had Super Mario Land, which I beat and stuff. And it had, that was Daisy. That was the game with Daisy, not with Peach. You know, Daisy. I don't know. Maybe she became another princess too, cause you know, I don't get the whole thing, but yeah. This is in very good condition. I need to get some batteries and put this into that now. See, the thing is, I didn't leave batteries in it because once batteries go old, the acid leak into it and ruin all the parts. As you can see, all the parts there has no battery corrosion, no rust on the inside. I'm good. Like, I really collect. Like, I really do collect stuff. That's why I ended up getting the Switch. Not because I thought I was on board with it, and I just think I was gonna be blind and be like, yeah, I've seen the light, Lord Jesus Tabernacle. I've seen the light. The Switch is the coming of Christ. No, I collect. I really do collect. And when I do live streams, I'm doing it for a lot of the time. I'm doing it for the actual console. I'm not doing no emulations or anything from a computer. I don't know if you remember this. You see this here? It's a portable Genesis. Imagine the only thing about this is that I got to get somebody to open this and solder the power cord in there, because you gotta hold this in a certain way. The power, it has a loose thing, which was a common problem with the Nomad. Even with the regular Sega Genesis console, which I have. Where's my Genesis at? Oh, it's on the other side. I have an original Sega Genesis. This is the portable, the Nomad. This thing had a clip. It ate 6 AA batteries. If you had a Nomad back in the day, you had to have had the nickel cadmium rechargeable batteries, because you would waste money trying to take the Nomad on the go. Technology, portable technology has come a long way, because this beast, this is only 16 bits, and it was eating batteries like that. And look at the size. It was only, the screen is small. Look how small it is. Look at the RAM right here. Screen is small. It is I would say it's a 3. It was probably a 3.5 by 2.5 by 2, 3.5 by 2 maybe, the most. Yeah, it was shit. Like, the batteries, it would kill the batteries. But let me find this. This is what started. My brother got a Nintendo as a kid, and he didn't want to share it, because you know how big brothers do. So my mother bought me my own console. And this is my first console I ever owned. This is why I'm Team Sega over Nintendo, because I was actually raised, I was a Sega guy from the beginning. This is the Mark III, I believe, how they call this. This is the Sega Master System, and they redesigned it later on, and then they made an adapter that you could put on your Sega Genesis to play this. This was the 8-bit at its finest. But long story with this one is that back in the day when KB Toys and everything was out, Nintendo had a very vicious monopoly that they established to only sell predominantly their games, and they made it next to impossible for other places to buy games for this, which smothered it out. It was the more superior system, power a lot of sprites, colors, and things. And control setup was pretty much, without the start and the it was pretty much almost identical to the regular NES one, minus the start and select buttons. But the difference is it didn't have the start and select, because you paused it on the console itself. You see, you paused it on the console itself. You hit the pause button on the console itself, which you didn't need to start here. This was only the one player start button. Beep, start. It's the one player one, or you 2 player. It had the reset and the pause on the console itself. It had game cards, which you actually played. It was card versions of the games. Like, I had F-16 Fighting Falcon, which was this a flight simulating game, but I didn't even fucking get it and stuff. And then look, like what I got in it right now is Outrun. Remember that? This was the 8-bit version of an arcade classic, Outrun, which they even made an Xbox version of it for the original Xbox. which had some pretty cool music to it, all vocals and stuff. So I had that. Like I said, I had the Genesis right there. This is the second model of the Genesis, because we all know the original one was a little bit wider, had the red lip. You know, funny thing is, what is it called in Europe and Japan? Oh yeah, the Mega Drive. Cause I was watching Up Up Down Down. You know, Austin Creed, aka Xavier Woods from WWE, got his own gaming channel, about 1 million subscribers. He had Becky Lynch on there from Dublin, Ireland, and she said, you know, she used to love Mega Drive. And a lot of people were like, what's Mega Drive? Mega Drive is Japanese Sega Genesis. It's basically its name over there. It's the Sega Genesis. If you're American, you didn't understand that. Okay, so I got games. I got, of course, my GameCube. I got my Xbox 360. Hell, I even got this. Where's it at right now? I still got my Xbox 360. Still got the HD DVD adapter. So there's a couple of things I got. Like, I got movies for that still. I got The Departed on HD DVD. I got the Clerks 2. And I think I got Children of Men, I believe. Was it? Did I have it for that one? Oh, I forgot what else I had. And there's places where you can still find them. If you can find HD, I got Hot Fuzz. Oh my god, this movie was fucking hilarious. You ever seen Hot Fuzz with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost? You know, it was the second out of third movie with the Canelo's Three Flavors. Or the Canelo's Three Flavors trilogy, which started with Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and ended with The World's End. And I remember going to see The World's End with one of my co-workers, beautiful girl. Things just didn't work out, and we went to see it. We were fucking dying and stuff. I didn't think she would find it funny. This stuff, be it that, you know, the British humor is a little bit, you know, a little bit different, but yo, it was fucking hilarious. Like, we both were cracking up at the movie theater, like, because Simon Pegg made the movie funny. Like, his character just was an asshole, and his reactions and everything. Like, Simon Pegg is a good actor, and he's the reason why the third Star Trek movie is good, because he actually wrote it with other people and stuff. So he made it into an extended episode and stuff. But speaking of extended episodes, I didn't expect to be on here this long and stuff. And actually talking and not getting people to talk back to me, I've actually got a lot to say and stuff. And I can actually hear. I don't know if you like hearing my voice, or you got me playing it on the background while you having sex or something. I don't know. All I'm saying is, whoever the three out there watching, thank you for watching. Drop something in the comments and live chat. Let me know if you're still watching or so. As I take another swig of this wine. Ah, man. I got different channels to go to and stuff. Maybe I could set up, I don't know, what can I play? I'm trying to figure it out. We're gonna see if I can get something to play, a little bit of something to really get this stream going. Alright, usually I feed it in. I have a GX TV. For all you old school heads out there, if you don't know what the GX TV is, it is the TV with the speakers on it. Made by Samsung back in the day and stuff. It is a GX TV. It's a small TV, got speakers on it, but I keep the volume down because I'll feed into that. You can see all the boxes to all the consoles and shit that I got in the corner. My work shirt, blue collar, boom, literally blue collar. The Master System I just showed you, just a lot of shit over here in this corner and stuff. So, there I go. That's basically how I run. I usually run it through there, and then I feed it into that. I feed it into my video card, I mean into my PC, my OBS, and then I run it. So let's see what I got. Let's see if I can run something retro right now. Okay. I don't know. Because sometimes you gotta run it as different connections. I gotta make some switches to the OBS system. Let's see how old school I could go. Oh, can I go old school? Whew. Games. Where are them old school games? Give me a moment, people. Oh man. Midnight Resistance, Shinobi, VR Troopers, X-Men. Oh, I know what to do. Let's see if I can get this thing running. Give me 1 second, people. I'm not leaving. I'm still there. I'm still around. Oh, man. I am still around. I'm just trying to get everything off the ground and running. Okay. So, once again, I hope everybody's having a good holiday right now. If that's your thing, if not, don't mean to offend you. Because, you know, some people are like, Merry Christmas. Oh, fuck you. I don't celebrate Christmas. Oh, well, Happy Holidays. Well, don't say Happy Holidays. Just say Happy Christmas. I celebrate. Just fucking Happy Holidays, alright? Just choose one and draw a line in the sand. I don't give a shit. You know, I'm just trying to be sensitive and accommodating to people. Some people got fucking attitude problems. That's just how life goes itself. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what I can do here with the connections and get everything going so well. Alright. Because I don't know the difference between the balls. I'm just connecting everything. I'm still here, people. Alright. As you can see, I am still over here and everything. Just trying to get everything running. Running. Okay. I want to make sure I got so many cords, so many connections, I lose track of this shit. So I want to make sure I got this one here is running into here. Okay. So I want to put this one here. Alright. Giggity. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if I can get the connections going right now. Just give me a moment to hook up everything. Alright. Let's see. Let's go to my different screens on my OBS. Let's see if I... Alright. These are all the different filters I was using. Because I was filming a lot of my videos and I was filming a lot of my videos differently. So as you can see, I'm trying to get something going here. Let's see if I can fix this. Give me 1 second. I'm still working with it. Bear with me, people. go to the settings here. Oh man, what a day. Okay. Wow. What? All right. No, no wonder. Took the game out, of course. Ah, duh, Kareem. Duh. I'm trying to fix all this stuff, and doing it live doesn't get you any better. Oh man. Okay. Still trying to get the signal to go. Let's see if I can manipulate the signal. It's telling me no signal. That's the thing about Razer. It's like it's a pain in the ass to reconfigure. Oh shit. Oh shit, like I got something. Can you hear it though? It's the problem. Let's see how the sound goes. Let's see how the sound goes. Let me work on the sound. Give me 1 second. All right. Okay, where's the sound? Right, I see it, but where's the sound? Let's go add. Oh, let's go to configure crossbar. Okay. Configure crossbar. Okay, nothing yet. I'm still working on the sound. That's interesting. Why it's not going through? I got the audio going. Alright, so okay. I am trying to figure this out on the fly. I haven't done this in quite some time, and I disconnected everything. So now I'm trying to reattach everything on the fly. Oh man. Woo. Nothing still, right? Oh Lord. Okay. Okay. Nothing still. Okay. Gotta figure this out. Sooner or later. Let me check something, make sure my sound here. Webcam video sounds down. Nothing pause. Nothing at all. Okay. Audio that's coming through, but the I'm trying to figure out. Come on. Component, let me see, auxiliary, restore default, no, still nothing. It's still nothing. I don't get it. Oh man. Yep. Oh, all right. Let's see. Let's try this again. Yes. Looks like we got this going. All right. Can you hear this? Somebody let me know if you can hear this. Okay, let me feed the audio. I gotta turn it up. It's not loud enough. Okay. See something. All right. I'm still working on getting it. I got it to work, but I want to actually make it louder. Okay, I'm gonna still try on getting the video sound to go. All right, let's go back to these settings. All right, we got. I can hear it now, but it's not loud enough. That's the thing. You can hear it in the stream, but it's not loud enough for some reason. Yeah, it's still low. Okay. I'm trying to figure this whole thing out. Somebody know how to use OBS? Let me know. All right. Okay. Audio input capture is the microphone. The snowball, that works fine. For video capture device, why isn't that working? Properties. Oh, OBS has crashed. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm still here. Still trying to figure this shit out. Okay, it's still low. Let's go to OBS again. Alright, here we go. Let's see something. Still low. Let's go here. Voice meter banana. Trying to figure out audio point, audio point. There we go. All right. Hello? Alright, let's mess with that now. Alright, it's getting there. Messing around with the voice meter features. Oh boy. Alright. Alright. Now. Hello. Hello. Ah, this is best as I can get right now. Now I have to mess with it from this end. I'm gonna probably have to do this somehow. Probably have to do this somehow with the volume down low. I don't know why it's not going that way. I'm gonna have to tweak with the sound later and stuff. So it's always issues, always, man. I'm gonna have to perfect this. Here's a feedback. Here's a double synchronization feedback going on. I can understand why, but yeah, I'm just as clueless as. Ugh, God, this is crazy. minus B1. I don't know. I'm gonna figure this out sooner or later. Okay. I'm looking at all the options here. I'm just trying to set all this up, Michaelin. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So that's the thing about learning about do stuff, blah, blah, blah. So, what's everything? How's everything going on? Besides me fumbling with these settings, how's everything going with everybody besides the holiday and all that other good stuff? Okay. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to figure out all of this and how it works again. Okay. Okay. The sound just dropped out. I'm about to say, what the hell? I don't know. Let's get this going. Try to finish this whole thing out. Okay. I'm sorry. I can't get the sound to go any better for some reason on the game. But I'm gonna have to just wing it more than likely, or directly try to feed the audio in from let me see, from the Wii U. All right. I might just have to feed it directly from the Wii inside there, like you use for the mic port. I have to get a cable virtually. Oh shit. I need the auxiliary. I might have figured a way around it. Bear with me, people. I'm gonna try to figure a way around to fix the audio. Alright, I'm still here. Okay, let's go into my magic toolbox. See what I got here. Okay, I'm still working on it, people. I'm still here. I'm still alive. Alright, let's see. What is this? thought that would do it, but nope, that won't either. Alright, let's see what's going on now. Alright, doing these tests. It's still low, but why? The sound is coming in pretty good through the voice meter and it's going out, but it's something. I bet it's something with OBS. OBS is shit. The only thing good about OBS is that it's free. Alright, let's see that. A video capture device. See, the sound is gone once I do it with that. Let's go here. Try this. Oh, God. Oh my God, the hammer pulled you off? Right. I'm close, people. I am close. I can feel it. I can smell it. Oh man. Woo. VB audio voice meter V out. Okay. Audio device. Be auxiliary output. Okay. So let's go back to voice meter. So something with these. It's virtual input. Okay, that's not it. Audio point. Let's go. Let's exit out. Let's go to back in. See, I'm figuring this stuff out for new and for the first time because I want to get it right for future reference. So we won't be doing this no more, and I can do this more often because I'm confident that it will work. Right now, this is shit. Now I gotta now I gotta Google this shit. Oh, dear God. But I'm gonna get it done for you guys. What's going on, people? Sorry about that. Thanks for sticking with me and everything, trying to get this situated. Like I said, voice meter. How to... Alright, okay. Skip this shit. I hope so. Got it. Step 2. Download and install virtual audio cable. Link in the description as well. It's right on the Voice Meter website. Yep, got that. Step 3. Before we can make changes to Voice Meter Banana settings, we need to make sure that Windows is properly set its playback device or Voice Meter Banana. Find your speaker icon in the bottom menu for these icons. Right-click it. Click on Audio Devices. And then at the top of the Sound menu, you're going to see Playback, Recording Sounds, and Communications. Select Playback. You'll notice that my current headset is set as our default audio device. Scroll down and change this to Voice Meter Input. Click on it. Okay, let me follow this. Okay. Did that.
On it, click Set Defaults. You'll notice it gets the green check mark.
Okay, hold on. All right. Let's go here. Show panel. Manage audio devices. Let's go back to playback. Voice meter. It got the default. That's good. All right.
Hit OK. You can now close that down.
Yeah.
Step 4. The first thing that we want to do is select our microphone. Under Hardware Input 1, click on Select Input Device.
Got that.
This is going to bring up a list of pieces of hardware available on your computer. You'll notice you'll see repeats. WDM, KS, and MME all represent the same devices, just different drivers that you can use for the same devices. In our case, because it's guaranteed to work, we're going to choose either WDM or MME. The difference between the two of them is that one is known to have a lot lower latency levels than the other. You'll experience less lag with WDM than you will with MME. However, if you notice any crackling or any issues, popping sounds, switch to the other driver and that usually fixes the problem. We're going to select in our case WDM because it is a better and more fast option for our microphone.
All right.
Your microphone will appear as a different name than mine. I'm using a Focusrite preamplifier with a microphone hooked to it. We're going to select Focusrite USB. However, your microphone is going to be the name of whatever microphone you're using. If it's a USB microphone, it's likely to show up right in this list. If it's hooked to an amplifier or a sound card or anything else, then it's very likely going to show up as the name of that device. I'm assuming that you know which one of these represents your microphone, so click on the one that does. Start with WDM first if it's available. If not, choose MME.
Okay.
Step 5. We now need to tell Voicemeeter Banana where to send our audio so that we ourselves can listen to it. We are going to select our first hardware out. Under A1, locate the device that you use to listen to audio. In our case, it's a headset. Use the driver that matches the previous driver you used for the microphone. In our case, we...
Alright, let me do that now. Alright. Okay, I'm still trying to work on this, people. Forgive me.
We use WDM for our microphone, so we're going to select our WDM version of our...
Okay, let me try to get this to work again with microphone check. Microphone checker. Okay.
Headset earphone HyperX 7.1. In your case, it could be desktop speakers, it could be a headset, or it could be some other type of device. Whichever one you're selecting is going to be the one that you previously used in playback for Windows. Step 6. Now that we have our microphone and our headset hooked up and our microphone can record, we now need to understand a little bit more about the buttons you see in each of these inputs and what they do. You'll notice at the top we have A1, A2, and A3, and you'll see an A1, an A2, and an A3 in each of these different sections. For right now, we're going to turn everything off, and that way when I show you what each one does, you'll know exactly how they're associated. Currently, if we were to try to go watch anything on YouTube, for instance, like this random video by PewDiePie, I can't hear anything in my headphones, and you watching at home, wherever you have your audio routed to, you also could not hear this video currently with all of this deselected. So, how do we get our headphones hooked to this YouTube video? Well, which one of these inputs is YouTube coming through? It's coming through this one right here. Notice that we have Voicemeeter VAIO and Voicemeeter Auxiliary. If you remember back when we set our playback device earlier, we set it for Voicemeeter input. We also have the other option to set it for auxiliary. So, as A1 and A2 and A3 correspond to A1, A2, and A3, B1 and B2 correspond to B1 and B2. So you'll notice that this, because it's set as the default audio device in Windows, is responsible for catching all of the audio from Windows. That would include a YouTube video, the audio from a game if it was running, or any system sounds, anything that can play through Windows, which is essentially, at this point, everything. All we have to do to get our sound hooked to our headphones again is to tell B1, which is currently capturing YouTube, to send the audio to our headphones. You might have guessed it, all we have to do is click A1, and then suddenly I can hear PewDiePie. If I didn't have a YouTube video on and I had a game playing, the same thing would be true. I would turn A1 on and then it would go to my headphones. I do have a secondary set of speakers, and although you might not at home, I'm going to demonstrate this to you to give you an idea of better how this works. I'm going to click A2 and I'm going to select my desktop speakers. I have my headphones in A1 and my desktop speakers in A2. So now, if I was to send the Windows audio to my headphones by clicking A1, I could also send it to my speakers by clicking A2. Now if I go back to YouTube and play that PewDiePie video, the audio is going to be coming through my headphones as well as coming through the speakers on my desktop. If I turn off A1, it is now only coming through the speakers on my desktop, and you can probably hear that being picked up through my microphone. Notice that if I turn A2 back off, the video is still playing. B1 is still picking up the audio from Windows. The video on YouTube is still playing, but I just can't hear the thing. This works for all of these inputs. For instance, hardware input 1 can be sent to my speakers or to the headphones, or in our case, we are going to send hardware input 1 over to B1. That way it can be mixed with the audio from Windows, from the games, and from anything else we have, and sent as one audio stream directly to our recording software, OBS or XSplit. So here we go. I'm going to send it over to B1. I'm also going to send it over to B2. Remember, this is B1 and this is B2. They are identical. They are copies of each other. The reason that there's two is to give us more control. B1 can be used to manage our headphones and the audio that we hear locally. And then B2 can be connected to OBS or XSplit, and a different set of audio and a different set of circumstances for the audio can be sent to your recording, or more importantly, out to your stream on XSplit or OBS. Step 7. Now we just need to add Discord to the mix so that your Discord chat can be routed directly to your headphones or to your stream, or both, in the way that you would like, so that your setup is complete. This is where we're going to use the virtual audio cable that we installed earlier. We're going to set up Discord under Hardware Input 2. Hit Select Input Device and select Cable Output. Notice that we're choosing the cable output option that also matches our microphone cable output option under WDM. Next, open up Skype or Discord or whatever other chat program that you use. The setup for each of these is going to be very similar. Now navigate to the section of Discord with user settings. Find the section that says voice and look for your input device. Set your input device to the same device that you set under hardware input 1. In our case, it's the Focusrite USB preamplifier. Now we set the output device to match hardware input 2. Voicemeeter Banana is looking for this new source of audio, and it's going to think that Discord is an actual piece of hardware. In reality, it's just a piece of software, but the computer doesn't know any better. Setting output device to cable input allows us to send any of the audio from Discord directly into Voicemeeter where it then can be mixed into the stream and then
Okay.
sent out either to XSplit and OBS for your live streams or recordings, or specifically just sent out to your headphones. Now we just need to tell Voicemeeter Banana what to do with the Discord audio. In this case, I'd like to have it in my headphones, but not going out to my stream, and that will be how I'll show you to set it up in a second. What we're going to do is come to Hardware Input 2, and we're going to select A1. A1 is our headphones. Anything that's set in Discord is going to come into here and go directly to our headphones for us to hear, but our stream will be unable to. If you wanted the stream to hear it, what you could do is select B2, which would take this audio, send it over to B2, which was what our OBS and XSplit will be connected to, and then the entire thing will be mixed in. Step 8. Lastly, I'm going to open up OBS and take a look at the settings to show you how to connect these two together. The same will be similar for XSplit. Go to the settings button inside of OBS, open up the audio section.
Okay.
You'll notice we have 5 audio inputs.
Alright, let's go.
Let me pause this.
Oh my god.
Oh my
This
god.
is-
This is
nightmare.
what a nightmare.
Settings. Let's go to audio.
Let's go to audio.
Okay.
Okay.
Down, then we
Replay the video.
Disable all of them. Because the audio is coming through on a single stream and recorded by the microphone, we will set the primary microphone device to the auxiliary output B2
Hey, what did you say?
in Voicemeeter Banana.
So he says
disable
all of them.
all of them, and then
I gotta rewind this a little bit.
For us to hear, but our stream will be unable to. If you wanted the stream to hear it, what you could do is select B2, which would take this audio, send it over to B2, which was what our OBS and XSplit will be connected to, and then the entire thing will be mixed in.
if you don't know how to cook,
Step
Get
8.
on YouTube.
get on YouTube.
Lastly, I'm going to open up OBS and take a look at the settings to show you how to connect these two together. The same will be similar for XSplit. Go to the settings button inside of OBS, open up the audio section.
Yep.
You'll notice we have 5 audio inputs. Disable all of them. Because the audio is coming through on a single stream and recorded by the microphone, we will set the primary microphone device to the auxiliary output B2 in Voicemeeter Banana, and not Voicemeeter output by mistake. Hit apply, and then hit OK. Now you'll notice that in
I gotta run
OBS,
that
as
again.
we're talking, the microphone, hit apply. Because the audio is coming through on a single stream and recorded by the microphone, we will set the primary microphone device to the auxiliary output B2 in Voicemeeter Banana, and not
auxiliary.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I did
I
that.
did that. And
Apply.
then hit apply.
Okay.
Hey man, I made a mistake. Jesus. Ah boy. Okay.
Now you'll notice that in OBS, as we're talking, the microphone is coming from here, moving all the way over to voice meter aux, mixing with the audio from the desktop in the game, and then it's being sent out all the way to OBS, where it's now being picked up right here. Change the volume up here, you're not just changing the volume up of the microphone,
Okay.
you're changing the volume up of the entire thing. When it comes time to adjust how loud each thing is, you do it individually using these meters. I would suggest to have your microphone always down about 1 decibel just so it's not at max. Set your Discord appropriately, you'll have to do some testing, as well as desktop game audio. Keep in mind, inside of the game, you're able to change the volume of the music, so you can always
Okay.
go there.
You can change the volume of the
change the
sound
volume,
effects,
change the volume, change
what
the
you-
sound-
What we do is do some local recordings, see how everything sounds,
Okay.
adjust, tinker with it till you have it how you like it, maybe even have some friends come into your Discord channel and talk so you can get that mixed in as well, or see how loud that is in your headphones, and everything's set up, and then once it's how to your liking, you can go live, do a little bit more tweaking from there,
Okay.
and that's pretty much it. When it comes to getting this to work with XSplit, the process is almost identical.
All right.
Open up XSplit, open audio settings button, set system sounds to none. That way it is
All right. I'm really working on this. Let's try this again. Let's go to video capture device. Woo. Okay. That's all right. How that's going? Yep. And let's tweak the voice meter. See how that goes. Hello? Trying to get that to go in. A2 should be hardware out. Let me see. Okay. Nothing. Okay. All right, I'm still figuring this out. Except with this one, it definitely should be USB for the voice. All right. Shit. That's why you do these test streams. To see how everything's going. The voice is okay. Okay. Alright. It's virtual. Whoa. What the hell was that? I don't know what the hell that was. Okay. Damn it. See, it's audio device. It's not that one. Okay. But I'm not getting in the game. Okay. Let me see if the rest of this video, because this is not working still.
Picking up the same audio stream twice. Set your microphone to the same exact thing. Voice meter auxiliary. Hit apply, hit OK. And now we have, and I open up XSplit, open audio, desktop and game audio. Mixing with the audio from the desktop and the game, and then is being sent out all the way to OBS, where it's now being picked up right here. When you change the volume level here, you're not just changing the volume level of the microphone in OBS, you're changing the volume level of the entire thing. When it comes time to audio is coming through on a single stream and recorded by the microphone, we will set the primary microphone device to the auxiliary output B2 in Voice Meter Banana, and not Voice Meter output by mistake. Hit apply, and then hit OK. Now you'll notice that in OBS, by mistake, hit a microphone, we will set the primary microphone device to the auxiliary output B2.
Okay. Let's go back to settings. Let's go back to audio. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Ah, damn, I can't figure none of this out. Okay. So let's go back to voice meter. Figure it out from here. Oh man. Can't figure that out. Audio. Let's go to what he said. Blue snowboard. Alright. Audio cable. But let's see what figures out over here. It's doubling. Still doing the same thing. Okay. Alright. I'm trying to get the game sound to go through. Let's go back further.
To our recording software, OBS or XSplit. So here we go. I'm going to send it over to B1 here's on my desktop, and you can probably hear that being picked up through my microphone. Notice that if I turn A2 back off, the video is still playing. B1 is still picking up the audio from Windows. Video on YouTube is still playing, but I just can't hear the thing. This Features 2 is to give us more control. B1 can be used to manage our headphones and the audio that we hear locally, and then B2 can be connected to OBS or XSplit in a different set of audio and a different set of circumstances.
All right.
Where the audio can be sent to your recording, or more importantly, out to your stream on XSplit or OBS. Step 7. Now we just need to add Discord to the mix so that your Discord chat can be routed directly to your headphones or to your stream, or both, in the way that you would like, so that your setup is complete. This is where we're going to use the virtual audio cable.
Alright, this is...
earlier. We're going to set up Discord under Hardware Input 2. Hit Select Input Device and select Cable Output. Notice we're choosing the cable output option
Yep.
that also matches our microphone cable output option under WDM. Next, open up Skype or Discord or whatever other chat program that you use. The setup for each of these is going to be very similar. Now navigate to the section of Discord with user settings. Find the section that says voice and look for your input device. Set your input device to the same device that you set under hardware input 1. In our case, it's the Focusrite USB preamplifier.
Oh, man.
Now, we set the output device to match hardware input 2. Voicemeter Banana is looking for this new source of audio, and it's going to think that Discord is an actual piece of hardware. In reality, it's just a piece of software, but the computer doesn't know any better. Setting output device to cable input allows us to send any of the audio from Discord directly into Voicemeter, where it then can be mixed into the stream and then sent out either to XSplit and OBS for your live streams or recordings, or specifically just sent out to your headphones. Now we just need to tell Voicemeter Banana what to do with the Discord audio. In this case, I'd like to have it in my headphones, but not going out to my stream, and that will be how I'll show you to set it up in a second. What we're going to do is come to Hardware Input 2, and we're going to select A1. A1 is our headphones. Anything that's set in Discord is going to come into here and go directly to our headphones for us to hear, but our stream will be unable to. If you wanted the stream to hear it, what you could do is select B2, which would take this audio, send it over to B2, which was what our OBS and XSplit will be connected to, and then the entire thing will be mixed in. Step 8. Lastly, I'm going to open up OBS and take a look at the settings to show you how to connect these two together. The same will be similar for XSplit. Go to the Settings button inside of OBS, open up the Audio section. You'll notice we have 5 audio inputs. Disable all of them. Because the audio is coming through on a single stream and recorded by the microphone, we will set the primary microphone device to the auxiliary output B2 in Voicemeter Banana, and not Voicemeter output by mistake. Hit apply, and then hit OK. Now you'll notice that in OBS, as we're talking, the microphone is coming from here, going all the way over to Voicemeter aux, mixing with the audio from the desktop of the game, and then is being sent out all the way to OBS, where it's now being picked up right here. When you change the volume level here, you're not just changing the volume level of the microphone in OBS, you're changing the volume level of the entire thing. When it comes time to adjust how loud each thing is, you do it individually using these meters. I would suggest to have your microphone always down about 1 decibel just with
Okay. Okay, this makes no sense still. Now I can't get the audio from the game. I got the video, but not the audio. So what I'm gonna have to do is fix this some other time. So I'll check y'all later. Sorry about this inconvenience. I will catch you later.